What's happening, Chief? So you've fallen off. You were so high before. You were your best self, you were impressive, you felt good in yourself, and now you're feeling a bit like you've fallen off. In a way, you're not even doing justice to your mission, your purpose. The version of you right now is nothing compared to who you were. Okay. But you know what would be worse than that, bro? If you gave up entirely. Because if you gave up entirely, what are you saying to you now, to the version of you that put in all that effort? In a way, you're just saying, go fuck yourself. Look, human beings are naturally flawed creatures. And it's nearly impossible to stay persistently at near 100%. In fact, I want to say it is impossible. Because for that to happen, you need the right situations, the right mindset throughout, the right drive, and all those things come and go. Yes, through discipline, you can stay near perfect with your regime. But it takes training to get to that point of discipline, my friend. Because all it can take is the slightest knock-off kilter from life. Maybe something happens at your work, maybe an illness. I know that is in my case. And it completely knocks you off your regime, and it can take you ages to get back there. For me, bro, these past few months, I've been fighting to get back to this version of me that was able to go to the gym so consistently and do everything else. And every time I get there, every time I finally get there, another illness hits me. There's so many illnesses going around at the moment. And that combined with over Christmas time, relaxing a bit too much with my family, which arguably is what you should do, but my brain really started to beat me up for it. But what are you going to do? You're just going to stop? Whatever your reason is, bro, for not being as good as you were, what are you going to do about it? Because if you stop, that makes you a failure. You haven't failed yet. You've just been a little bit disappointing, okay? Look at how much life you have ahead of you. You've still been making progress if it's little, okay. Now, yes, you can do much better, so it's time to do much better now, yeah? Stop whining, stop beating yourself up, pitying yourself. You need to accept that what has happened has happened. The cards that life has dealt you recently, if it's your fault or if it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility where you are right now. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter if you've been ill loads, if you've been gratifying yourself loads, or if you've just been fucking lazy. That goal that you want to get to is still there. And all the obstacles are still there. And life is just going to keep throwing shit at you. It doesn't matter if you are on the verge of a breakdown or you are at the highest of highs. Life is just doing its thing. It has no bias. And it's going to keep throwing shit at you. So are you going to sit there like a little child and let it bowl you over? Or are you going to learn to take the hits? Because sometimes they will fucking hurt. And sometimes you will feel like an indestructible weapon when they hit you. But let me tell you this, bro. Some punches are harder than others. Some will feel like a light tap and some will knock you out for possibly weeks. But you always have a choice. You always have a choice to either keep going or stop. And stopping is a fucking sin, in my opinion. Because yeah, maybe past you would look at you now and be a little bit disappointed about what you've let go for now. But if you had a chat with him, I bet he'd understand. And the thing you have over him is you have more wisdom, you have more understanding. You may not be at the ego highs that he had, but you are essentially better. And when you get to that level that he was at before, you will be on a level that he wouldn't even be able to comprehend. But if you give up, then you are a piece of shit. If you know you still have to stick to something, if you still want something and you're not driving towards it just because you haven't been as good, because you feel like you've backtracked, okay, bro. But as soon as you give up, that goal evaporates. And life's still going to throw shit at you anyway. So why not learn to take it? I know it's difficult, and motivation comes and goes, but you need to find a reason to keep going even when the motivation goes. That's called discipline. Nothing easy is worth going for, and everything difficult has a reward at the end, sooner or later. Keep pushing, man. Keep hustling. And remember, use your energy and time wisely. Be careful who you give it to. Say less. Do more.